Welcome to my new channel. As I have difficulty speaking and thinking at the same time, I will be speaking to you through this text-to-speech voice. This allows me to get my thoughts written down for audio generation and later editing. My voice is also rather lacking, so this will be a much better listening experience for you. My goal with this video series, and this channel, is to completely reframe our planetary history, myths, and religion. By the end of this series, you should be well equipped with a frame that will allow you to explore history, science, and symbols with a more accurate and understanding lens. Since our modern language is constantly changing, I would like to redefine certain things. The key to understanding all things is the proper and strategic disambiguation of all things. I can't rush this, for your sake. This paradigm that I present can be applied to all myths, stories, and religions. So, let's proceed. Have you ever heard of something called the polar configuration of planets? Over the last 100 years, plasma cosmologists and comparative mythologists have been able to piece together a more accurate paradigm that better represents what the ancient people of Earth saw. This paradigm fills many holes in ancient myths and stories that would otherwise be left unfilled. This paradigm is intrinsically contrary to the Einsteinian cult of mathematics and falsifies much of the modern mainstream academia with alarming precision. With the progress that's been made in labs in plasma physics, we are now able to compare ancient cave drawings and draw conclusions that the people saw these plasma phenomena. These drawings and archetypal structures are found in every part of the globe, meaning that it is highly probable that the ancient people saw these images in space on a larger scale, since plasma physics is scalable. These images would have been seen in the sky where the northern polar star currently sits. In addition to these plasma filament drawings, we find curious keyhole-shaped depictions. Unlike the plasma phenomena, this is not so readily explained, but combining plasma physics with comparative mythology solves this puzzle. Let me explain. Modern science proposes that it is accretion that forms planets. This is when gaseous material and dust contract under the force of gravity. However, this doesn't quite fit observation. Dust and gaseous materials in a vacuum spread further apart. The accumulation of matter must already have a gravity core or nothing can form. In accretion theory, the matter is too small to properly attract other matter. Plasma physics solves this problem. A Birkeland current is an electromagnetic filament in space that looks like a twisted pair wire. This is named after the discoverer, Christian Birkeland. This filament can be seen currently connecting two celestial bodies together at their poles. We see this with Saturn, Jupiter, and the Sun. The Earth's aurora are also part of this. Along the structure of a Birkeland current are Z pinch points. These points of supercondensed energy can be found at the center of every galaxy and along Herbig-Haro filaments in space. It is hypothesized that the location of these Z pinches are where planets and stars form. It is under this new frame that the ancient keyhole drawings make sense. Planets forming along a Z pinch would have been relatively close to each other and visible in the sky. They would have been locked in polar alignments due to an electromagnetic phenomena called quantum trapping. Quantum trapping happens when a magnetic field bends around an object, locking it in physical space near the magnetic source. This is how the planets stay locked in their alignments. Planets sharing a Birkeland current filament share a common axis and rotate the same direction. If you were alive when the planets were strung along a Birkeland current, you would have seen the planets in the sky connected by a plasma conduit. Gravity is not an issue in this scenario because the nature of gravity can be more accurately described as electromagnetic forces on an atomic scale. In his lecture called The Long Path to Understanding Gravity, Wall proposes that it is the elliptical orbits of electrons that generates the force that holds us down to the Earth like iron filings to a magnet. This is another falsification for the current popular gravity model, which basically relies on magic to function. Because the Birkeland Z pinches are charged, it serves as a catalyst for the collection of gaseous material and dust. Planets in polar locked alignment on a Birkeland filament is the phenomenon known as a polar configuration. Now that you know what a polar configuration is, you're ready for more. Stay tuned.